Good morning, student. So student, in this video of Swing in Java, we are going to talk about our topic number 5, properties of Jframe class and its working. So let's move. Now, we have discussed Jframe in the previous video and we are just going to get you back to this topic, and we will discuss here about the main function of Jframe. Now, what is that the main function of Jframe? So we can say that Jframe is used to create a layer on the screen. That is the main function of Jframe. And getContentPane is that method which is under the class Jframe takes this responsibility. But the question here is that how Jframe do this task. So we will learn these things here in this video. So let's move on. So there are following ways to create the layer. So first step is to create the object of that class. So at first, current object of the class will call the getContentPane method. So getContentPane method, which is a method under the Jframe class. Now if you want to create this layer on the screen, you have to first create current object of the class, which will call the getContentPane method. So actually this method is the part of Jframe class, but it calls by your object of the current class. Now what it means? It means that getContentPane is a method of the Jframe class. What I am creating an object which is calling the getContentPane method. So after creating the layer, getContentPane method returns the reference of the layer. So what getContentPane method returns? It returns the reference of the layer to the object which I have created, and that object holds the reference address of getContentPane method in the container class. Now what is the container class? The question arises, what is the container class? So container class is a predefined class in Java. Java has predefined this types of class. Now container is a predefined class and it holds the reference of the object. It holds the reference of the object means address of the object created by the getContentPane method. So getContentPane method under the Jframe class. So getContentPane is a method, we can say, which is helping us to create a layer on the screen, and under the Jframe class. Now the main thing is that container, which is a predefined class, holds the reference of the object created by the getContentPane method. So finally we have known that how to create a layer on the screen. So let's move on the example that how we can create a layer on the screen. Let's move on. For example, container c equal to this dot getContentPane, which is a method. Here you are seeing that getContentPane is the method under the Jframe class. Now container is a predefined class of Java. And C, which is the variable object holding the reference of this address. So C is the object reference of container class holding the address of getContentPane method. So now moving on the properties of Jframe class, let's move on. Jframe class provides some properties which can be used with the object of your class. Now here you are seeing Jframe class, which I have told you in the previous video that what is the Jframe and what is its features. Now Jframe provides some of the properties, and that properties will be used by the object of your class. So properties, what is the properties? What do you mean by properties? So properties are nothing but. What is that? It means properties are the boolean's value, and the property can also be called the field or member data of Jframe class. Properties means boolean value or field member or member data. So we can say that properties are the boolean value, means it can store your data in the form of true or false and in the form of field or member data. Member data can be of different data type. So we can say that properties are the boolean value, and properties can also be called the field or the member data of Jframe class. So moving on, the first properties of Jframe class, that is jframe.exit underscore on underscore close. Now what is jframe.exit underscore on underscore close? These properties help the programmer to close the windows and also remove its references from RAM. So these properties help the programmer to close the window. So it will close the window and also it removes the reference from the RAM. Now moving on, the second properties of the Jframe class, jframe.dispose underscore on underscore close. Now the main problem with jframe.exit underscore on underscore close is that it breaks all the links of the current object. It breaks all the links of the current object with the other object. So if the links breaks, then functions is not going to perform. Because of this, it closes all the window of jframe.exit on close where it is used. So this was the demerit of the jframe.exit underscore on underscore close. So this problem was solved by the jframe.dispose underscore on underscore close. So we can say that, let us suppose a class base which is using jframe.exit underscore on underscore close properties, and also through which another class child is linked. So if we close the windows of the base class, then window of base class will close and also it will close the window of the child class. That was the main demerit of the using jframe.exit underscore on underscore close. What to solve this problem? We use the properties jframe.dispose underscore on underscore close. Using this property, only base, which is the class, will close and it will not close the child class. So moving on, the next properties and the final properties, jframe.do underscore nothing on close. As the name suggests, this properties helps the programmers to perform no any operation upon clicking on the close button. So we can say that when user clicks on the close button, then nothing going to be operated. So thanks for watching. Dhanyavad.